Hi, everybody. Look who came back. I didn't scare her away.
When you put that introduction on and the music started, I jumped out of my seat.
Because my son got the music. He recorded it and everything for me. He wrote that. And
Oh, it's cool.
so that's mine. It's like he wrote it.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's mine. I'm taking it. And then
Yeah.
he went and he found sound clips of crickets and stuff in the swamp.
It's
And he
great.
layered it with it. So you've got it's like having a video with two soundtracks. One with the crickets and everything and the
Yeah,
brook
need the
frog.
layer. Yeah. You better watch out. One of these days he's going to come home with an alligator.
No, I done wrestled a gator. I don't want to do another one. So
Yeah, well, I live in the Northwest. I have to watch out for Sasquatch.
oh, there you go. Well, we have one of those down here too. We have a rougarou.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, we have what they call a rougarou down here. So, which is based on the French
Loup
from
de
France,
wolf, right? The werewolf.
Laparou.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Laparou, which is the werewolf.
Yeah.
But here it's in all the different translations. What it is now is they call it the rougarou. So,
well, I knew Loup de Rue was a werewolf because I've listened to hours and hours and hours of Raffi children's songs. He's French Canadian. My kids liked it.
We got all kinds of stuff in the swamp. So somebody was asking me the other day, "Well, do you go in the swamp?" I'm like, "No." Are you crazy?
You want yellow fever? No.
There are things that will eat you in the swamp. You don't go in the swamp unless you're prepared to go in the swamp.
I wouldn't go in the woods either. I mean, I'm a believer in Bigfoot, and I know that that's considered just a little bit psychotic. But if you really dig down into the literature about it, there's actually a lot of scientific literature. They say, okay, we got DNA here. We can't tell you what it is other than it's a mammal closely related to humans. And in our World Health Organization DNA bank that has every animal in the world, we don't have it in that bank.
Yeah.
We don't know. Yeah. Oh, okay.
I really believe they come through a portal, either from another planet dimension type thing or from a future or past or something. I really think they just disappear on people. It's like they're there. They take 3 steps if they're gone. And it's like, okay, you only do that if you're either a conjurer or you're going through a portal because people just don't disappear in plain sight,
Well, they're always associated with some interesting parapsychological stuff. Like people will see a werewolf and report it, and at the same time somebody a mile or two down the road will report seeing a UFO, and a half a mile in the other direction people are seeing orbs and lights in the woods, and that happens over and over. They all sort of happen at the same time.
Oh yeah, people have seen all kinds of things in the swamp. Hi everybody, welcome to the Night Owls Slumber Party. As you can tell, Helen and I started our conversation earlier and just kept on going. So say a quick hello to Bora Bora and Rose. I saw your call and I couldn't get it because I was talking to Helen and about to go.
Oh, I'm sorry, mea culpa.
So hi Joe, hi Jill, hi Barbara, and Teresa, and who else we got in here? Clarence. Clarence is here. My buddy Clarence.
I'm beginning to recognize a lot of these names, and that's a good sign, isn't it? People come back.
Absolutely.
It's wonderful.
We got the other Barbara. We got 2 Barbaras in here tonight. And Marie and Helena and Rose Blue and Coyote and Anna and Book is here. Hey, Book. Book Bewitched. I don't know if you know who she is.
No. Like the name though.
Yeah, I do too. I really like that name. But so hey y'all, we're gonna do naughty cards tonight. So if you want a naughty card, say me.
You know, Sherry, I gotta tell you something.
Anybody
We're of an age, you probably remember. What is that? I can't see.
says, listen, biatch.
Oh, okay. I need to be reminded to listen more.
And then I have this one, which is the Rebel deck. And
I'm curious to see that. Yeah.
that one's really bad.
Oh, good.
And then I've got this one, Inner Effing Peace.
Oh, excellent.
And then Allie is the one that sent me this one. She saw it in the bookstore and bought it and sent it to me. She said, the minute I saw it, I thought of you. It says, wake up, kick ass, repeat. Because I got it in the mail. I'm like, is Allie sending me something in the mail? I don't remember getting anything.
Yeah, you didn't make an
And I
arrangement.
opened
Yeah.
it up and I was like, oh, this is cool. So I had to email her and say, what's with the cards? And she said, oh, good, you got them. Yeah. She says, I saw them and I thought of you. So,
Oh, she's very kind. That's so sweet.
this, guys, is what happens when I wash my hair and I don't do anything but drag the comb through it.
Now, see, I thought you got a kind of a scare, you know.
Yeah, it can be pretty scary. It gets really bushy. But
I wanted to tell you something, Sherry. You know, when you say hello to everybody at the beginning, I feel like we're, you know, of the same generation. It reminds me kind of an adult metaphysical version of Romper Room. Do you remember when she would say, I see Mary and I see John? And I used to be so upset. She never saw him. Yeah. Never saw Helen. And then my siblings all have Irish names. Never saw them either. We were like, hey, what are we? Chopped liver, you know?
let's see, Ramon is here. Moon Scarab. He was my guest Friday afternoon.
Ramon.
Yesterday afternoon. Very, very nice young man. And I really enjoyed him. I'm going to get him on here one night. And Arlene and Jamie. And okay, wow, we've already got 31 people here.
Wow. I'll go back and watch that. I work on Friday nights, so I miss everything. I miss all the fun.
Yeah, we did. We went just a little over an hour, I think. I try not to go longer than that.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
But sometimes we just get going and we don't stop.
Yeah.
You look down and it's 2.5 hours later and you're like, oh.
Oh, I don't know anything
maybe I
about
should say
that.
goodbye now. But I think for people in the chat asking questions, I'm good to go. So
So let's see one of those decks of cards. I'm dying of curiosity.
because I loved Romper Room.
I did too. I wonder if you saw Romper Room, and this, I think it's more of a regional show than I'm going to mention right now. Anybody ever see Sheriff John? Sheriff John. He was out of LA, and I lived in Santa Barbara, so we got KTLA. We would see, and he was
Southeast Texas.
And it was a children's, you know, it was at lunchtime, and he was dressed up like a sheriff with the cowboy hat, you know, and he was this very fatherly, calm, nice guy. And I don't think it would go very far anymore. Could you see like a guy in SWAT gear doing a children's show? I can't imagine.
That's funny. Oh my goodness. Okay. These are like, okay,
I'm in suspense.
let's see. Trying to remember. Oh, okay. The first card says, ask a effing expert. And then the back of it says, don't rely on your friends or the internet. Listen to a damn professional.
That's great.
And it goes on from there. I mean, you have
Now, which deck is this?
this is the Rebel deck.
Oh, it's
This
great.
is, don't believe every shitty thought you have. Thoughts can be sneaky lying bastards.
Oh my God. You know, people who are into this whole world of metaphysics.
All these was with Lisa Smith.
Yeah. Yeah.
She would use these. And I was
They're
like, okay.
hilarious. People tend to
I've
take
got to have
themselves very seriously, don't you think? And don't have always a lot of sense of humor about the whole thing.
Oh
And
no,
yeah, you
I love
have to
doing
have.
these. I know Marina was on with me one night, and she's got the listen bitch cards.
I
She
want to
got the
see
same
those.
deck as me, and so we were pulling together for people. It was
Oh,
amazing how
so
many people
good.
pull the same card.
Really?
And
So
let's see.
show me one of them.
Okay,
What kind of terrible thing did they say?
some of them aren't really bad. Um,
Oh, well, pick a good one.
this one says, "Listen, bitch, be a fucking weirdo. There's power in that."
That's great.
Yeah, you just get all kinds of stuff with that one, which is fun. I like to read that one. And then this was actually the very first naughty deck I ever got. Was Inner Effing Peace. And I was like, okay. I saw that. It was like, I gotta buy that one.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to get the Rebel deck and it wasn't on sale. I didn't want to spend that much money. So I bought this deck instead because it was on sale. So I thought, okay, let's do it this deck.
Okay, true confessions. True confessions. I don't buy a lot of decks of tarot cards because they are expensive, but Denise Siegel is to blame for this. She talked me into going to Temu and looking at what they had. You can get a deck of tarot cards for $4. And I will say that they tend to be cheaply made and they often don't come with the instruction book. They give you a barcode and tell you to go online, which I'm never going to do, But I did get a couple of really cool, funny ones that I'm going to show you. But yeah, Temu.
Cool. Okay, here's one. It says cultivate calm.
Okay.
And it says, behold the field in which I grow my bucks. Lay thine eyes upon it and see that it is barren.
Oh, that's beautiful.
The last one I have is the one that Allie bought me and sent to me just out of the blue. And I was like, what did I do to deserve this? She said, I just thought of you when I saw it. So I was like, okay, let's see. Oh, here we go. This one isn't quite as naughty, so to speak. Like this one just says, you are the storm.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's let's see. This one's more of an uplifting, although they do have a few. I'm trying to see if there's a. Oh, that's not a card to use. Here's one that I like. You'll never change the world by trying to fit in.
Oh, that's actually pretty solid advice. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Like I said, it's this one is more of a kind of an uplifting
snark.
Cards in there that are very smart ass, but
yeah.
This is kind of the one I use if somebody's not too sure about having a naughty card pulled, and they'll be like,
oh, come on. So
let's see yours.
Okay, so people are probably familiar with this box of cards. I know that there are several tarot readers who use them. And look at the two cards that I just came up with. Oh my God. The Devil and Death. We're starting out like this tonight, I'll tell you what. So let me see if I can get more of a...
Shifting Veils? That's a new name. Welcome.
What is it?
The book says their name is Three Shifting Veils.
Oh, I like that. I've heard that before. Where have I think they might have written a comment.
Book had a message for you. Temu rips off the card artist. Yeah, I did too. I bought a shitload of cards from Timu because they were $2-3 a deck. And
Yeah.
then I found out they were counterfeit decks, and the author
Is
wasn't
that
making
what's
the money.
wrong with them? I know they're not right. They don't
And
seem quite
I mean,
right.
and they don't have the guidebook with them, so you have
Yeah.
to scan the little barcode.
Yeah.
It takes you to an online like landing page where you can download the guidebook.
That's never going to happen for me, ever. I'm
Yeah,
never
I
going to
mean,
do
I
that.
run it all through a filter to make sure everything's on the up and up, but not all the decks of cards that I bought had showed up on the list. It's like, okay, you sending me a deck with a barcode says I can get the guide, but the guidebook's not in there. So,
Well,
yeah,
I don't want to get you in trouble with.
yeah, I'm already in jail, so
Okay. Well, I don't want to make it worse. You don't want to violate your parole or anything, you know. So I live in the Pacific Northwest, and pot, weed, you know, Mary Jane, it's completely legal. It's not a big deal around here anymore. And I was going to do a 420 presentation on my channel, and I got these cards for that purpose. And then somebody else told me, you better not do that because YouTube will ding you. They don't let you advocate for drug use. So to be very clear, this is artistic value only. I'm simply showing these beautiful cards that I got, but keep that in mind. Oh, it's this.
oh yeah, okay. I've seen
When I
some
saw
of
that, I
it.
went, oh, please. So just to show you, this is hilarious. Can you read the
The Ace of Bongs, I love it.
okay, and then, you know, all the, here's the four. I just thought this was absolutely hilarious. Here's the other.
I might have to buy that deck just to give my son, even though he doesn't need any of
Pipes.
this. You know, just so
Oh, just for fun. Let's see here. What else have I got? Wait.
No, Marie Helen can't see the chat, so I'm trying to go through it.
I'm sorry, I can't see it. Yeah. Then there's another one.
A little bit here, so
I don't know what the name of this is. Oh, the Ace of Joints. So I was endlessly amused by these cards. I thought they were utterly hilarious.
when we were still in California, just before we left, the morning that we were going to leave, and Rock was doing last minute things to the car before we hit the road, and my son was like, I think I want to try to order. I got this thing on my phone, and it says I can order weed via an app on the phone.
Yeah.
He not only was able to order it, they delivered it.
Yeah, well, it's legal.
It's
legal.
Like,
If you're an adult, yeah. If you're an adult and you're there's a limit to how much you can buy at a time. Yeah. But
and you have to pay cash. And when I was getting the biggest kick out of that, I was like, I cannot believe.
Well, here's the irony of it. This is
and they deliver it to you. It's just
story of my life. Okay, they invented cannabis edibles the same year that I had to go off sugar, and I can't eat artificial sweeteners either. So thanks a lot, universe. And then right about the time, I was taking advantage of the situation that was available to me, COVID hit. And I felt like for my lungs, because I do have bad lungs, I had to eliminate that. And of course, as soon as it's legal, as soon as it's in edibles, something else makes my life less fun, you know.
I can't take either, it's like, because you never know when they're going to just get a wild hair up their ass and decide they're going to drug test everybody.
Oh, at work. Oh, yeah. See, that's...
I work in the States, so, it's like...
Yeah.
I'm civil service. I can't... Until it's completely legal, across the board legal...
Oh, Biden's working on that one. Thank God. Who would have thought that an 81-year-old would be the one to make it legal federally? I mean, I'll tell you. Life has some real twists and turns.
That's why.
He's hoping to get voters. That's why. Okay, so this one I have not even used. I haven't even opened it. I just opened it now. I tend to get cards that are less hilarious and more artsy. I really like beautiful Renaissance paintings, and I've got a deck of Klimt, who's my favorite artist.
Y'all keep Rose Blue in your prayers. They've got a really bad thunderstorm headed right towards her area there in Texas.
Oh,
They've got some really bad weather there.
Ooh, that's so scary.
Mid Texas.
Yeah.
North through through
Oklahoma, up to the Panhandle, and they get scary lightning. It's really scary. God. Yeah.
Yeah, just the other night they had tornadoes again. So it's like, when I saw it in the chat, I was like, oh my God. So everybody say a little prayer for Rose, because she's in the area of being hit. And we don't want that.
Well, she's in Texas. We're going to say a prayer for her anyway. You have to hush. You're in Louisiana. I don't know who I feel sorry for.
I live in Texas. So
we haven't fled Texas. Now look. Yeah, so okay, so I tend to get arty cards, and this is a surrealist card. So like Dolly and people like that. So this is the Magician, and you can it's really surreal, kind of psychedelic in a way, right? Oh, look at Judgment. Ooh, I haven't looked at these yet. Judgment.
Oh wow!
Isn't that weird? Ooh, this one is. Ooh, the Five of Pentacles. This is very 1950s weirdo. Yeah, really weird. So, not funny, but odd, right?
Yeah. Well, I just got these in. I was showing these to Ramon yesterday. I just got these in Santa Muerte.
Oh, so that's like voodoo, right? No. Yes. No. Santeria.
Off of Hispanic.
Yeah.
I think it's
Santeria.
Ramon, correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's off of the I think it's more Mexican maybe, or Central American. I'm not real sure. But this is like the back of all the cards.
Oh, that's so cool. I love that. Yeah. Very cool.
Full.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And then this is the Magician.
Those are, I think the word for that is trippy.
They're really trippy.
Yeah.
And so I just got those. Who sent me those? Angela sent me those. Cartomancy Mesquite.
Oh, I just met her the other day.
She
I've got to get in touch with her.
Cards. She sent me my very first deck of cards.
She has commented on my channel any number of times, and I didn't know who she was, and I got in touch with her. Yeah.
She's currently teaching the free class on Saturdays on how to read regular playing cards.
It's so interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. Cards and stuff mean. And so every Saturday she does like about an hour, and she'll kind of go through different spreads. If this goes with this, kind of what you would look and see for it. And then she'll do readings for whoever was there. We were there today for about an hour, and I don't think we talked about the cards at all.
Okay, I have a deck for you.
And it wound up being one of those kind of days.
So I got this deck for Women's History Month. Excuse me. And now I can't get them open. That shows you how much I've used them. Hang on, I had a nail file here. If I stick a nail file in the lid, there we go. So I got them for Women's History Month, and they're pretty funny. They're not exactly what I thought they were going to be. Nothing ever is. The Housewives Tarot.
Autumn from Black and Orange uses those.
So death. They're very 1950s, 60s housewife type stuff. They're
Yeah,
very funny. Very, very funny.
she
Oh, there we
uses
go.
those a lot of times.
Ooh, the fool.
And
I cannot believe that she reads cards every single day.
she's done it for like 3 years now.
That's
4
incredible.
years now. The only time she's ever missed a day was when her orange cat got out of the house and disappeared.
Did she find the cat?
She found him. They found him, I think, like later that night or something. But she went nuts trying to find. I mean, she was like freaked out because she's got two. That's the orange cat is Sir Pumpkin something, I forget.
I know the cat's name.
And then the white cat is Boo Boo Zing Kitty. And so
She's very attached.
she's very attached. Those are her babies. And so yeah, when the orange one got loose, she was losing it. So
They're indoor cats.
yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
She moved back home to Chicago several years back and lives with her parents, kind of there to
help
take
them.
care of them and whatnot. So, and then she runs her channel, which is the tarot, and she does it
Every day. Yeah.
every day. And then she also has a second channel, which is on creative writing for people to come in and work on their projects, bounce ideas off of each other if they're kind of stuck in a certain area and don't know where to go from it. And so that's kind of cool. And
That's
then she
really
has a
cool.
Patreon page for Patreon members. And they have, I think it's like once a month, they have like an after hours party where they all get together online and just, hang out, do whatever, talk about whatever. And so she's pretty good. I started watching her just to keep up with political news.
Yeah. She
If
does
you
every
don't
single
know
day.
what's going on, it's autumn. She's the next best thing after Midas Cut.
Okay, here's my last exciting deck of cards. This is a set of oracle cards, and I got it because I really like the artwork. It's oracle cards made out of famous kind of modern paintings.
Oh, cool.
And I'll show you the cards themselves are real snarky, which I really like. So they'll have a famous painter. Let's see. Well, Titian. And so the card itself is kind of in the style of the painter, sorta, kinda. And then it has snarky comments underneath like, go viral, not bacterial. A flattered client is a repeat client. And your personality can be as colorful as your canvas. And here's Picasso. Check that out. So it's cool. It's cool artwork, and that's what I liked about it. Oh, Diane Arbus, who did all the weird photography. Remember, she took pictures of twins a lot.
Oh yeah, I'm going through and starring people.
Are we asking questions?
We're doing fun cards.
Fun card questions.
They just say me. And then they can specify which deck they want, or they can just.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Okay.
All right, and
You want a card.
3 shifting veils. Book is asking her, what name do you want to go by? Are you changing your channel name?
Who?
Well,
Me?
I got a name for you.
Oh, that's like her job, kind of. She creates.
They're just chatting with each other in the chat.
Oh, I love that name, 3 Shifting Veils.
What
It's
name do you
beautiful.
want to go by? And I'm like, okay, why is she asking her that? And
Yeah.
look, and
Are we going to tell a scary story?
snake dancer danced with veils, swords.
That's right. Yeah.
Snakes. Now that's kind of cool. Wow.
Then there was the stripper who did the Dance of the 7 Veils. I think she probably got down to fewer than 3 veils by the time she was done. So, Sherry, are we telling scary stories?
How many veils was it?
The Dance of the 7 Veils.
7 veils. That's what it is. I was going to say it would take 70 veils to cover me up.
The Dance of the 7 Tarps.
Okay. Ramon knows about those cards. The Santa Muerte is a saint of Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Same energy is Azrael. So cool. Thank you, Ramon. I figured you would know.
Was that your kitty cat?
That's my cat. She's in heat.
Oh, she's so cute.
And her troubadours are outside the window meowing at her.
God.
She's got 3 male troubadours. I have to leave my bedroom window cracked open so she can sit in the window. There's a screen on it.
And sing to them.
The screen was well attached that she couldn't get through it. And she'll sit there, and then they'll come lay in the grass at the bottom of the screen.
It's like the owl and the pussycat.
Yeah.
Oh, pussy, my love. Oh, pussy, my love.
I'm like, oh, look, it's the queen with her troubadours there. Oh, hey, Miss Tarot D. There's my sweetheart. Says, I love the housewife tarot.
Does she want a card? I could pull a couple of cards.
You want a card, Miss Tarot D?
Do you have a question?
No. Just pull her some cards.
All right. See what comes up. Of course, I put everything neatly back in the box because I'm a little OCD. Wait a second. It's ridiculous. Make sure I got all the cards. Okay. Let me stir them up.
What happened? Joe Eliza remembered when all the cats disappeared. He got locked in a neighbor's car. A neighbor had come home. The cat had gotten in there and locked the door.
Well, at least the cat was safe the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Definitely a TV baby from the 60s. That's all we want.
The 4 of Pentacles. So you're kind of in a situation where maybe you're feeling protective of your authority, or maybe trying to hang on to money, that you're in a position of things that you hold valuable, maybe a little threatened, and you're holding them closely to protect them and keep them with you. Let's do another one. Oh, the 9 of Pentacles. Something's going on here. I see a pattern. The 4 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles. You're going to be okay when it comes to that. You'll be fine. You don't have to feel like you're going to lose whatever it is you're clinging to and protecting. And let's do one more. The Knight of Swords.
There you go. There's Fonzie, if ever you saw him.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe there's actually an individual that you're sort of.
That looks like his husband.
Hide your pin money, hide your egg money, I guess.
He's got a beautiful husband who's very, very sweet.
Oh.
I got to meet him, so, Michelle is here. Michelle Marie, Astrological Tarot. She's here in, that's nice. She's the one that created my logo.
Oh, right. Yeah. Moon Scarab. Yeah, that's a beautiful name. And Indigo Jaguar. All these people with great names.
Oh, I know. I love reading some of the names people come up with.
Yeah, people are very creative and imaginative.
I know when Ramon and I were on yesterday together, and he was like, well, what makes a swamp? What makes it a swamp and not something else? And I went, I have no idea.
Water.
All I know is
water. Yeah, it's standing water that doesn't flow in and out. It's not like a wetland that has
it's like the
circulation. Yeah.
Where I'm next to is the Atchafalaya Basin and the Atchafalaya Swamp.
It's brackish, right? It's a little salty. Yeah.
And it's brackish water, and it's muddy, and there's all kinds of things in it that you don't really want to
Well, there's a whole ecological system that exists only in swamps.
Oh yeah,
You know,
and there's different kinds of swamps. Like the one
yeah.
right here, that's a cypress swamp, and
Ooh, they're very picturesque, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All of the cypress trees are gorgeous.
Hmm.
Um, and yeah, it was. I knew Ramon had said yesterday. I forgot he put it in here. Last Friday night, he did a show with Heather Indigo Jaguar, um, and that's all they talked about was the Muertes, Santa Muerte cards,
I have to look
and
that one up too.
the origin and all that. I was like, yeah, I gotta go back and watch
See,
that.
everything good happens on Friday nights. You know what I do on Friday nights? Clean
Mhm.
toilets.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not kidding. I miss all the good
Oh
stuff.
my goodness. Okay, let's see. Oh, hi, Louise. We had some more people pop in since the last time I paid attention. And I'm trying to make up for yesterday because I was on with Ramon. It was the first time we were together, and we got to talking. We never drew one card. We spent the whole
Oh, we have to draw more cards. Does anybody have a question?
and oh, you need my mic up? Sure, baby, not a problem. And I just don't want to blow y'all out of the room because it's a studio microphone. Let's see if I can lift it up and not see. It's one of these, and
Ooh.
it's a 3D directional. It actually reads. It takes sound from all directions, all the way around.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's one of my sons when he bought a new studio
Hmm.
microphone for his recording stuff. I got the leftover. I got the cast off. So I got his
I
old
need to borrow your son to come and figure all this mess out. Is mine too loud? Mine was too loud last week.
He
He
hates it.
hates it. Oh,
Oh, he
oh,
hates it.
oh.
And okay, bedtime stories. Okay, maybe later we'll get into bedtime
I
stories.
have a story.
Um, oh, we did scary stories a couple of weeks ago. Um, maybe wait another week or so and we'll do scary stories again. I don't want to be too repetitive. I'm trying to make this kind of a anything goes, but if y'all insist, oh hey Amy, Amy's here. She's the one we had the birthday party for yesterday.
Oh,
Um, Last night you were working,
yeah, I know.
which is why you weren't able to go. And let's see. And Karen is here. Okay, I'm coming, y'all. I'm coming. And
See, somebody made a really horrible mistake when I was born. I was supposed to be born into a wealthy family, and I just don't understand what happened. But I don't know who to complain to. I don't know. The independent woman, yes.
look what Miss Darrow D said on the card you drew for her.
Oh, so it was actually your own power, kind of your own energy.
Yeah.
Oh, very good. Oh, well, that's good.
I'm holding on to my energy. Yes, baby, you must, you must, you must.
And you're going to be fine. You're doing the right thing, but there's some kind of a challenge to it. That Knight of Swords, and yeah, I was just assuming, who knows, housemate or relative or something. Could be a coworker, and it could be an attitude. It could be your expectation. Much prosperity, woman. Oh, very nice.
And let's see here. Okay, I just want to make sure I haven't missed anybody. Oh, they're saying you're much louder than me.
I am. Oh my God, I hate these
We did
stupid
this
things.
last week too.
I know.
We
How's,
danced down and then
let me
everybody
know
was
how that is. Yeah, let me know how that is. I can't turn it down much lower.
Yeah, you sound good to me. Is everything okay, guys? Y'all can hear her good.
I'll whisper.
And, okay, I've got 12 people starred. It's more than enough. And we're going to start with Joe Eliza would like a card.
Just any card, huh?
Let's start with Rebel Chocolate. I haven't really done this on air. Simply
Oh, but it's
because
fun.
it's good. So now that I'm
And Joe Eliza, I'm going to use my art oracle, and you just never know what you're going to get with this
there you
deck.
go. You never know what you're gonna get. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you get until you bite into it and spit half of it out because it's not the flavor you like.
Never waste a good chocolate, Sherry.
Tell me about it. Unless it's got peanut butter, then it's going to go cold.
Unless it's got what?
Peanut butter in it. Can't.
I'll take it. Oh, I'll take it.
Yes, look, I'm drawing cards for those in chat. Everybody that wants a naughty card, just say me.
Oh, this is so cool. Shall I show you?
If you want a rebel or not, or if you want one of the listen bitch cards or one of the others.
Shall I show Joe what I got?
Go for it, my dear.
Okay. Andy Warhol. We all remember Andy Warhol. He was an oddball extraordinaire, but listen to this. This is great stuff. Eat dessert before dinner. What were we just talking about? The chocolates. Eat dessert before dinner. Give your 15 minutes some time. And for anyone who might not be aware, he was the one who talked about every American wanting their 15 minutes of fame. And then wanting can be better than having. That's the advice.
All right, Joe, you got a rebel card. It says they broke your heart. Fuck them.
Good advice. Those are great.
Oh my God. She said she loved that card you had, Ellen.
Oh, thank you, the Andy Warhol. I can't take too much credit for it. I think it's all Andy Warhol based, artwork. But thank you.
Okay, book Bewitched. Me, please. Let me see.
Can I tell you a little bit of gossip? So Andy Warhol was famous for this crowd of people that were artsy and odd, and he kind of nurtured those relationships. And there was a young woman who kind of was a hanger-on, whose name was Edie Sedgwick, and she came to a tragic end. But guess who she's related to? I believe her name is Kira Sedgwick, and she's married to the that guy, yeah, Kevin Bacon, exactly. And she's like old family money. She's independent. She's really rich, really rich. A little bit of gossip. So this is for
very good actress too.
She was in that show she was really good at. I can't remember the name of it.
Oh,
Book Bewitched, do you want an art one too? Or would you rather have a different kind of card?
Book, do you want a different kind of card or you want a artsy card? While we wait for you to answer, Helen.
You do it. Yeah.
Starts out, it says, shame, regret, and guilt. Those are just bullshit. Forgive. Let that shit go.
These are great cards. Okay.
Lisa's the one that introduced me to these cards. She
so funny.
On
Okay.
her show one day, and I was like, "Oh my God, I have to get a deck like that."
Okay, Book Bewitched. This is interesting. I actually have heard this particular art form. I've heard it talked about, and I never knew what it looked like, and I was too lazy to look it up. So this is a good education. So you've got Charles and Ray Eames. And see those weird 1950s chairs they're sitting in? The Eames chair was like this big invention of theirs. Every school, every library in the world had them by the 1960s. And your card says, design your days, don't plan them. So maybe don't be quite as rigid in your schedule. Aspire to profound practicality and be unbending in your flexibility. So it sounds a little bit like maybe let go of some control.
There you go. You heard it here first. All right, I got my mic turned up some. Okay. We're saying we're still different.
Oh my God, do I need to turn mine down more?
You're fine. You're fine.
Oh, okay.
I turned mine up some.
Okay.
Okay, next up, we've got Helena.
Oh, like your name.
And I do too. The first time I saw her in chat, I thought it was you.
You don't hear the name Helen or Helena or Helena. You don't hear it very much. It's an old-fashioned name.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
My name is a compromise. I was named after a couple of relatives, Ellen, Eleanor. You know, my mother didn't want to offend anybody on either side of the family. So they came up with
Okay,
Ellen.
Helena, I drew for you. It's just dollar signs.
Oh, okay.
On the back, it says, make it rain.
Oh, this will be interesting then to see if that relates. Oh, this is a good one. Leonardo da Vinci, Vitruvian Man. This guy is probably an alien. He was channeling or something. He invented helicopters. He invented all kinds of technical stuff like, telescopes and stuff. Okay, it says, I'm not a Renaissance man. I'm a Renaissance man. Dissect what makes us human. Look into research like you would a crystal ball. Oh, so this is kind of advocating expanding your horizons, doing more.
You mean like this?
Yeah.
I have my crystal ball. It's not
It's
very
beautiful.
big.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. I don't know how to use it yet. Ramon was telling me some tips on how to use it up a crystal ball. So it's like, yeah, dude, we're gonna be talking more.
I'd like to hear about that. Yeah, I'd like to hear more about that.
Hi, Pat. If you wanna, Miss Tarot D asked, didn't he invent a submarine? Yes, I think
he did.
Diving equipment.
I have a big old book on him somebody gave me when I was in high school. I haven't looked at it since I was in high school, so I remember it. But he invented all kinds of stuff. Here's something interesting about him. Let me see if it's in this card, if you can see it. If you can see the writing up close, he actually wrote in mirror image.
Yeah.
Like backwards when he wrote it, and then he could hold it up to a mirror and read it right side around.
Yeah.
How weird is that?
It made me wonder the first time I found that out if he was because he had maybe he was dyslexic or something.
I don't know.
And that he wrote that way because that's how he saw letters. It made sense to him.
I don't know. Can you imagine how confusing that would be?
Yeah, that would be.
So do you start at the last word in the sentence and work when you're writing it and write, because the actual letters and the words and everything are backwards? And then I don't know, it's just weird.
Okay, let's see here. Coyote's next. Me, please. Okay. I got you, Amy. Let me tell you who I've got start. Okay, we've got Coyote, we're reading now. Clarence, Chris, Joe, Eliza. Hey, didn't I just read on your Joe? Or did I not?
I think Joe,
Louise,
yeah.
Karen, Arlene, Amy, Samantha, and Teelin. That's who I've got. So,
Coyote.
oh, what kind of bird you got, Teelin? She said late to the party, dealing with a sick bird.
Oh no.
Helen has a bird. That's why I was asking. She might have some suggestions.
Birds are, oh man, they hide that they're sick until they're at death's door. They don't like, they're so vulnerable, you know, in the wild that they pretend they're fine. It's
Gotcha,
really
Marie.
hard to know that they're sick even. That's so
Yeah, I know, it's
scary.
weird. They poke out their own feathers when they're
My bird picks,
stressed. Yeah.
yeah, it's like nail biting. Yeah.
Yeah, but their feathers don't grow back.
Yeah, they do. They just keep picking them out.
Oh,
She'll pick out her whole tail because she has a red tail. She'll pick out her whole tail. Her little butt will be stark naked. She's got like a bald butt. And then it all grows back. Right now, she actually has beautiful red tail.
okay, Coyote. I drew for you. You were going through some tough shit. Everyone has their turn. Welcome to yours. Gather your tired ass up and handle it.
Oh, that's brutal.
This
Okay.
is almost as bad as caffeinated and unfiltered.
You got Paul Gauguin, and I don't know if you remember Paul Gauguin. He moved to Tahiti. He abandoned his family in France and moved to Tahiti and had a gay old time in Tahiti with, you know, a different culture that was really a lot more relaxed than what he left behind in Catholic France. And his paintings are so beautiful. This says, go far to go far. Exaggerate the subtle, share the unseen. Only an outsider sees inward. So it's kind of advocating for you to not necessarily be like everybody else. You know, take risks and express your individuality because that's how you evolve. Yeah.
Cool. Good night, Miss Tarot D. Have a good evening.
Thank you.
And Clarence is next.
Okay. I'm going to assume that everybody wants these art oracles unless I hear otherwise.
Unless they say otherwise, yeah, I'm sticking with
Yeah.
the rebels. So unless they say they want a bitch card, we're getting a rebel card.
Okay,
So your will
Clarence.
take advantage of being in jail, right? Go ahead and just
I'm trying not to say anything. Okay, Clarence. Who have we got for you? This name is familiar to me. Vasily Kandinsky. Look at that bizarre art. So these are not necessarily 100% copies of what their artwork, but it's like their style. And it says, oh, this is such good advice. This is meant for you for sure. Transcend systems to find spirit. Hear music through sight. Begin with a dot. There are people who see music and who hear colors. There's a term for it. It's actually a neurological thing. It's where it's not that your wires get crossed, it's that two parts of your brain work at the same time that usually don't. And so this is, I guess maybe this guy had that, I don't know. But it's advocating looking for more than just what's right in front of your eyes. Hear what you can see and see what you can hear. Transcend to find spirit.
okay, Clarence. You need a big fucking hug. Squeeze.
It's hilarious because I'm all spiritual here and getting all metaphysical. You just get right down to it.
And Joe Eliza says she really likes those art oracles. She'd never
Thank
seen
you.
those before.
You know, I
And
think
Clarence
I
says,
got them on
perfect.
Amazon.
I love music and colors.
Oh, good.
And Pat says it's called silliness.
Synesthesia. Yes, thank you.
Synesthesia.
Synesthesia. So it's senses together, the same senses together at the same time. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, who we got next? Chris.
Y'all night owls.
All right. Well, when I did the first couple of pop-ups, just spur of the moment, I was awake,
Yeah.
and I would be like, I'm a night owl. I have trouble going to sleep at night, and
Do you really? Do you have trouble getting up in the morning?
yeah, but I can't go to sleep at night.
When do you best fall asleep?
Between 2 and 3 in the morning.
That's the witching hour.
Yeah, that's when I will like just zonk.
Okay, Chris.
I'm dumping cards all over the floor. All right.
That's a game my children taught me years ago. 52 card pickup.
I dare you to find all.
Oh, no, I'm not going to do this again. This is the same card as last time, the Eames chairs. So I'm going to give you this advice just in case it's meant to be, but I'm going to draw another card, which is design your days, don't plan them. Aspire to profound practicality and be unbending in your flexibility. So don't be so controlled and rigid about how you make your approach to things in life. Be a little more relaxed and free about it. But let's do another card because there's way too many cards here to only see one. Oh, this is interesting. Filippo Marinetti. I have no idea who this guy is. I'm going to take a wild guess and say he's Italian. This says, forward march, looking backward ensures a broken neck. Your art should wage war. The only constant will always be contradiction. And if you look at this picture, you see the planes behind him, the multicolored planes. I'm going to guess this guy was famous in World War I. I have a book that goes into more detail. Let me see if I can quickly find him.
Chris says, those are fun cards. I'm an artist.
Oh, are you? Oh, they're cool, huh? Okay, so here's a little more information about him. He was born in Egypt to Italian parents, educated in France and Switzerland, socialized in Italy, so he was a cosmopolitan. Oh, he embraced rabid nationalism and was enamored with Mussolini's fascism. Oh, so I guess we don't like him. Marinetti founded Futurism with a manifesto published in 1909. Fetishizing progress, machinery, violence, and warfare. So that's what this is all about. He worked primarily in poetry and drama. He lambasted Hitler's inclusion of futurism on the roster of degenerate art, responding with supposed good intentions and definite anti-Semitism. He was, as ever, both victim and aggressor of his muddied convictions. So this guy, he had opinions.
Obviously.
Which is probably why he's not really mainstream well-known. Have you ever heard of him?
No.
Yeah, me neither. And I think there's a reason for that. I think his political opinions were so obnoxious that he was kind of marginal. Yeah. Sorry, Chris.
Ignored. Okay, Chris. It says, don't believe every shitty thought you have. Thoughts can be sneaky lying bastards. But actually, you get 2 cards because I had 2 fly out when I was shuffling. And the other card says, love.
Aww.
And then it says, get some, give some, it will cheer your ass up.
Who wrote these cards, Sherry? Do you know? Somebody with a sense of humor.
Yeah, I have no idea. There's no... If anybody knows who wrote them, let me know. There's no author name. There's no author name on them. They just go by Rebel Deck.
Hmm.
Just go to the website.
Yeah.
So whoever came up with them has stayed anonymous, I guess.
No, it's probably one of those Timu decks.
That's where I got this one. But you can get the real decks. They just cost 3 times as much as what I paid for this one.
I know.
I think I paid like $2 for this deck of cards.
Oh, yikes.
Big spender here.
Well,
All right.
you spend it when you have it, you know. We did Joe Eliza.
We did Joe already. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought so. Louise. Lovely Louise. Chris said, so true. Both are perfect for me tonight.
Really? Oh my God.
Chris says, I'm going to look him up too. That's perfect. Thanks, Helen.
Oh, you're welcome. Interesting, huh? You're
She's
welcome.
half Italian, so.
Uh-oh.
All right, Louise. Where you at, Louise? I assume you're still here. Go ahead and go.
Oh, you want me to go? Okay. This is a great artist, J.M.W. Turner, who did beautiful, beautiful, beautiful landscapes. Find the facts in a feeling. Nature does not sit still. The sun will rise whether or not you are there to watch it. So I'm not quite sure if this is a little bit of chastising you for not getting out in nature enough. Nature does not sit still. Kind of advice to keep evolving, I think. Find the facts in a feeling. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty.
That is pretty. Okay, Louise. It says, take a shot. Don't take 12. Take 1. Okay, maybe 2. Move on. All righty. Karen Adams is next.
Okay.
Okay, Louise was here, so then you heard what we said. If you missed it, back up a couple of minutes and you'll hear it. Karen.
Shall I go ahead?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Karen,
there somewhere.
I feel like there's a reason for what I'm going to tell you here. I took my cards and divided them into 2 to shuffle them, and before I shuffled them, I looked down at the 2 cards that were showing, and both of them they share a common theme, and I felt like that there's a reason for that. So let me show them to you together, okay? And then we'll read both of them. But I feel like this is some sort of message. So Georgia O'Keeffe and is it Tracy Emin? And if you look at them both, you can see what they have in common is they're both very, how do I say this? They're vaginal. So by that I mean Georgia O'Keeffe and Tracy Emin both did a lot of female anatomical imagery in their art. And Georgia O'Keeffe moved to New Mexico. Was it Taos, New Mexico? And she was pals with Frank Lloyd Wright. And she was known for going out into the desert and getting like dead animal heads, the bones, and making art out of them. And she made all those beautiful paintings of flowers, but they were very suggestive of something. So this says, nature can keep a secret. Keep Freud guessing. You can't run away from yourself, but running away from others can be quite productive. And then Tracy Emin, which I don't know much about her, but it's quite apparent what she was, the point she was trying to make. Don't hide your dirty sheets in the washer. Concentrate on finding, not losing yourself in your art. Decay can be a fertilizer for new ideas. So it sounds like she was really into shaking up the institutions, right? And Georgia O'Keeffe saw, how do I put this? Saw like the female energy in nature. Mm-hmm. So I'm not quite sure what the message is there, but I have a feeling you do know. And isn't it interesting that side by side? Just thought that was interesting.
That's all right. My card goes right with it. It says you equals tight ass.
Oh my God.
Loosen the fuck up. Control freaks don't get laid.
Oh my God. Okay. Get in touch with your feminine side.
Very much so. Yeah, there you go.
Isn't that funny? Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Arlene. Arlene is next. Hi, Arlene. I know you're in there somewhere. I just saw you.
You want to, you want an art card, right? Art oracle, or tarot.
Helen, can I have a card for the week coming? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do an art card.
I'll do an art card. Then maybe I'll do a tarot card. Okay, let's hope we get somebody entirely new here to look at. Oh, I'm sorry, Arlene. Edward Munch, the scream. But now don't panic. It says, a composed soul is not necessarily a calm one. Scream into a canvas, not a pillow. Ask anxiety to pose for you. This is recommending that you channel your more negative emotions like fears and anxieties and doubts and stuff. Channel it into something creative. Find a creative outlet to help you to escape from the less than, positive stuff we all go through. And I'm going to pull you one tarot card. The King of Pentacles. You can be, to borrow a term from Seinfeld, the master of your domain. You can be the one in charge and with a real good grasp of what's going on in your life in the next week. Not to be stressed out. Things are going to, not bountiful. That's not quite the word I want. But you're going to get what you're hoping for in the way of, like if you're at work, whatever project, it's going to work out. If you have projects to do at home, they're going to work out. Relationships are going to work out. But channel your less positive emotions into something creative. You can, like Vincent van Gogh did that, and look what he came up with. He took his worries, his concerns, his anxieties, and turned them into some of the most beautiful art ever. So I hope that helps.
All right, Arlene, hold on to your britches.
Uh-oh.
It says, step away from the crazy making diet for a hot second. Kale and spirulina taste like ass. Eat some yummy shit. Bacon, chocolate, beer. Get some.
Oh, this was my card.
Oh, that was talking to me.
Excellent advice. Hilarious.
I got you, Pat. You're not too late. These are going fairly quickly. Okay, Amy, you're up.
Okay.
Let's see. The birthday girl. Actually, her birthday's Monday, I think. Tuesday.
Oh, if it was her birthday, I'm gonna give her a couple of tarot cards. I'll do a art one too, but for your birthday.
And Arlene says, LOL. Thank you, ladies.
I hope that advice helped. I don't know. Okay, Amy, for your birthday. Okay. It was your birthday. This is interesting. The Three of Wands. You can't help but be reflective and thinking about the future. And this is a good time to kind of reevaluate which direction you're going to continue to go and think about what your long-term plans are. The Seven of Pentacles. You put in the hard work, you get the results back. But this goes hand in... I'm backwards. This goes hand in hand with the looking into the future. Reevaluate. And that doesn't mean necessarily change your plan or your direction. Just check in with yourself and make sure that everything is still going in the right direction. And then the Nine of Cups, which means it's going to be a good year. You're going to have a very good year in your personal life. Very good year.
Cool.
Yeah. So I'm going
All right,
to...
Amy.
Yeah, you do it. I'm going to get her an art oracle while you're talking.
It says, get the fuck outside. Move your ass. Your body is pissed at you.
Well, maybe that's the reevaluation for the new year, making New Year's resolutions, making resolutions for your birthday. I'm sorry. As she sits here and eats chocolate.
I did the heartfelt card pulls for her last night. So tonight she gets roasted.
Marcel Duchamp. And I don't know about you, but that looks like some sort of a bedpan or something behind him, or a urinal, doesn't it? Behind him? So I can't imagine what the message is here. Scandal before stardom. Making it look easy is hard. May your bathroom humor leave a serious legacy. I think this is saying that Sherry's card was on to something. Bathroom humor? Yeah. What are you eating?
Piece of chocolate.
Oh my God, I knew you were. I can smell it across the internet.
I read the damn card and I thought, oh, I got a chocolate bar.
You're gonna sneak chocolate past me. Are you kidding? I'm like a bloodhound.
Oh. I got you, Sam. Okay.
Amy, I hope you got a good birthday present.
Here's a birthday present for all of us. Trump asked the Libertarian Party for their backing and they booed him off the stage. Oh God,
my
that's
God.
too funny. I try not to be too political on this particular show because this is just...
Oh my God. Well, I'm shocked. You know why? Nate and I, the past couple of weeks, we've done cards about
I know
the upcoming convention. And what did the cards say? Third party. He's going to do a third party. Yeah. These are the first feelers he's putting out.
And they booed him off the stage.
Oh God, please, God, please, God. Yeah, except that they might put Nikki Haley up.
Oh God.
I know. I was waiting for you. You're in shock, right? It's appalling.
Clarence, I am still laughing.
Does this mean we're all going to hell together? Because I'll save y'all a seat. Oh my
God.
God.
Each other for front row seats to this. Oh my God. This is too funny.
I put it in my calendar the debates coming up.
Oh, good.
The 27th, I think, off the top of my head.
Yeah. I'm going to have to mark this in my journal. He got booed off the stage. Mr. I had 100,000 people at my rally in the Bronx. And the picture he showed wasn't even in New York. It was a picture from St. Louis from Obama in 2008 in his first campaign.
Isn't Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez from the Bronx? Or is she from Brooklyn?
No, she's from one of them.
Yeah, I'm not good with, it's New York. It's all New York.
Yeah,
but do you remember when he told her and Elon Omar and Jayapal and
we love you too, Clarence.
We love you too. Glad you took it the right way. You were just busy swearing at everybody. No, but he told those women that work together, to go back to their own countries, go back to where you came from. And AOC said, "Oh, you mean Brooklyn?"
Oh, here's a follow-up. The GOP tried to get all their people in the front rows that were reserved for libertarians. They had to get security to kick them out of the seats.
I hope that's recorded somewhere. Is that on film somewhere? Because I have to watch that.
Please, God, please let that be on tape. As what's his name that completely ruined it for Hillary winning, the FBI guy, I forget his name.
Comer.
Authority, let there be tapes. Comey.
Comey. I get one of them's Republican and one of them's the FBI guy.
Republican in office.
Yeah.
Comey is the FBI.
So bad with names. It's like some kind of mental block. Oh my goodness! Please, God, let that be on film.
There's a lot of people.
We're all going to hell. Hey, Clarence, I'll do you one better. I'll save you a seat in the gulag. Things don't work out well. I think we're all going to be together. Oh my God!
Between me and Helen. So.
Oh,
we'll all
so
go
bad
together. Oh my God.
Well, I'd rather be in the gulag than with a bunch of survivalists in camouflage and MRIs or MREs. Meals ready to eat. Oh, Samantha. Okay.
Samantha. Makes me think of Bewitched.
Oh my God! You just read my mind. I was going to say that. Now, is this Samantha of Darren and Samantha? Oh my God!
Oh, geez, watched Bewitched every week. I Dream a Genie.
Yep.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
And one of the more underrated shows on television that as you get older, you appreciate it more and more. Beverly Hillbillies.
Oh God, yes. I loved that show.
So bad, they're good.
Lorraine says Midas Touch has the video of 45 being booed. Thank you, Spirit. Oh my God.
Thank you, God. That's Amy's birthday present.
There you go, Amy.
Okay, Samantha, we're not ignoring you. We're having fun while we're doing this. Oh, here we go. This is good. Albrecht Dürer. And I want to guess who that is? Guess who that's a picture of? It says, one man's outbreak is another man's breakthrough. Isn't that interesting in light of our unfortunate medical situation of the past few years? It could have gone one way or another. People could either do what some of us did, which was use the time for introspection and exploring new stuff, or you could just sit and eat junk food and watch Netflix for 2 years, whatever. This says, know your perspective. Apocalypse then. This is great. Take advantage of the opportunities that you're handed to have quiet time, take time out, be introspective, let those creative juices flow.
Wow. Okay, I pulled for you. What the hell are you waiting for? Get that shit done.
There you go.
If you're waiting for a sign, well, here it fucking is.
Uh-oh. Wow. I think the universe
Okay,
is telling you something.
John says Trump's Secret Service were taking noisemakers away from libertarians so they couldn't use them to harass them.
You've really become the SS, yeah.
Yes, they have.
Well, they've passed laws where it's
I got
perfectly
the
legal to
carrot.
run over a protester.
And Susan says, if only we could get Samantha to wiggle her nose and make Trump disappear.
Exactly.
I got you, Marie. Okay. Alrighty. T-Lynn, you're up next.
Okay.
T-Lynn. Hey, Bora. We're doing naughty cards tonight, and Helen's got art cards.
I really appreciate the feedback because I don't usually read on absolute, complete strangers without a question at all or anything, you know? And I'm curious to see if these really do apply or whatever. A couple of people have said, yeah.
Everybody's loving the art.
Yeah, it's nice to know. Oh, here we go.
Back with, yeah, that hits perfect.
Pablo Picasso. Speaking of dirty old men, Pablo Picasso. If nothing else, be prolific. Choose to have as many styles as you do lovers. Make something worth impersonating. I'm not going to touch this one. I think it speaks for itself. Isn't this interesting?
Oh, goodness.
Okay.
All right, T-Lynn, you ready? It says, you are giving away your power. You are a badass. Act like it. Act like it. You are a badass. Do it.
Those are kind of tough love cards.
Yeah, they're just...
Yeah, I like that.
The rebel deck, so you're being the rebel. We're being rebels tonight.
I like that one.
Night, so.
Yeah.
Well, welcome, John. You're a new name. I've never seen you here before. I'm glad you found us.
What's this? This is John Smith.
The Night Owls Slumber Party. We usually require pajamas, but I didn't get my PJs on tonight. I'm still dressed. So it's an anything goes night. Saturday nights is when I do this. Whatever happens, happens. We don't really plan anything. I do enough planning on all the other shows I do.
Yeah.
By the seat of my pants. So if you want a fun card, just put me in the chat and we'll add you to the list.
If anybody wants a pot tarot card.
Yeah, you had those, yeah.
I know,
That's right. Helen,
trying to be respectful.
Go for it. It's legal just about everywhere. So I don't see why YouTube would have issues.
Because of the federal government, but things are changing. They're going by federal law, but the light at the end of the tunnel, right? Stupidest set of laws that ever were. So now they're replacing marijuana with methylprestone. They're taking marijuana off the narcotics list. It's just always hurt my head that they call pot a narcotic because it's a completely different chemical entirely. But okay, it's the federal government, so we'll give them that. But now they're taking the morning after pill and putting it right there with meth and coke.
Yeah, we just did that here in my state. We just did that. We just basically kind of outlawed abortion.
It's insane. Okay, is this John is really a new person? So
John's a new person. He just got here. He's starting to say hello to everybody and thanking us for welcoming him, and everybody.
Well, let's start him out in a puff of smoke here. Let's see, what have we got? What is this?
He's like, you have Doobie tarot cards?
You missed the story. I got them for $4.20, and then somebody warned me that YouTube,
Oh my goodness.
The Nine of Pipes. I just love this. I love this deck of cards. The Nine of Pipes. This is like the Nine of Wands. So you might be feeling a little overwhelmed, like you have a lot of stuff going on right now. I picture you balancing plates, one of those, those shows where they're spinning all the plates and they're trying to keep them all in the air and not break them. That's what this is. Just a lot of stuff coming at you, a lot of... If you were a lawyer, you'd be defending a whole bunch of cases all at one time. That sort of situation. So let's see what this... Yeah, you need to change that whip. The Death card. And not to be taken literally, it means time for change. Time to maybe ease up a little bit on all the activity and the work. Take some time for the Page of Joints. The page is about, new ideas, fresh perspectives. And I think this card speaks for itself. So I think you're probably working too hard.
Yeah. All righty. Marie, you're up.
Oh, Marie.
I told you I had you. I don't know why you were worried.
Because you didn't say her name.
I got you, Kyle. That's okay, John.
What did he say?
He says, I'm an old person, but I'm new here.
Oh, that's okay. We're all old.
Yeah, we're all old.
Yeah.
I'm going to be 63 week from Monday. So I'm going to be 63 on 6/3.
Oh, that makes it easy. Did they work that out so you'd be able to remember now that you're old?
Yes, I don't know. I just the other day I was writing it down for some form I was filling out. And I went, wait a minute. I'm going to be 63 on 6/3. I was like, that's got to be special or something.
It is. It doesn't, it happens rarely,
I had a
right?
couple people tell me earlier today, it means hit the lotto. I'm like, oh, yeah.
That's probably a good idea. You buy a couple of $2 cards, right? Or $2 tickets. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this is for Marie.
Yes.
This is a creepy card, Marie. Louise Bourgeois. Is that how you would say it? You should know, Sherry.
Louise
Bourgeois. Yeah, okay.
Bourgeois.
So, remembering through art is better than forgetting. An inference is worth 1,000 appendages. Draw on private pain to connect with the public. So, excellent advice is to take what's difficult in life and see how the lesson learned, how the lesson learned from that pain can actually move you forward in your dealing with other people. And this Louise Bourgeois, she learned through childhood trauma, which is really interesting. I'm preparing a book about childhood trauma. And that influenced her art career, and she painted well into her 98th year. Speaking of old age, Sherry. She worked in a variety of things, sculpture, illustration, exploring themes on personal history and shitty family dynamics. She scrutinized and subverted domesticity. She's recognized for her large-scale public sculptures of spiders, an ode to her dexterous, protective mother. Isn't that great? Oh, my God. among other recurring symbols and sexually suggestive forms. Later in life, she was very generous with her time and her brutal honesty. She held Sunday salons for young artists, to whom she personally served their own asses for making bad art. So she sounds like she was a whole lot of fun at a party.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
But what would the advice be here? Would be,
Oh, I got it in my card for her.
oh, okay, good.
It fits perfectly. It says, "Stop fucking whining."
Oh, isn't that
No
interesting?
one wants to listen to that shit. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change your world, so do it.
It's like her voice. I swear it's like her voice, right?
I was looking at the card going, damn.
Whoa.
Pull the answer.
That's synchronistic.
Got you, baby. And then, real quick, I started so I wouldn't lose it. Where did it go? Clarence Thomas is wanting to overturn desegregation now.
I have to ask this question, and I don't mean anything awful by it, but does he not realize that he's a black man married to a white woman? What, has he lost his mind?
Yeah, because that would mean that his marriage would then be null and void if people did.
Well, it just is the weirdest thing. I mean, what is he doing?
They don't know.
He's like the poster boy for self-hate, is what he's like.
They are so effed up in their heads, they don't know. They literally, from sentence to sentence and moment to moment, they don't know what they just said. It makes no sense. I mean, oh, we got all these people giving their birthday now in the chat.
I love it because I love
29.
I love my birthday. I like getting birthday presents. I like people making a fuss. I like cake. I'm good with party hats.
Yes. And since I'm still in YouTube jail, y'all can give me birthday presents by donating to my Venmo or my PayPal.
Oh, Sherry, when are you released on your own recognizance? When are they going to let you out?
I don't know. They'll probably make me beg. I have to wait 3 to 6 months and reapply. So
what?
I'm like, what? So yeah, I'm like, I don't even know if I'm gonna bother doing it. It's
now what you're needing to
reapply. And I'll just run memberships through my Patreon page.
Yeah, I was going to ask you. So really, what they're trying to punish you for is getting money, monetizing.
Donate. If they donate to my PayPal or my Venmo, I get the whole amount. If they do super chats and stuff through YouTube, YouTube keeps 40%. So, Well,
PayPal takes a little bit. I started. I don't monetize my channel because it's too much computer stuff for me to deal with, but I did do a PayPal, like a donation site. I started a book fund because I've been doing books every single week now for several years, and my library is real selective about the books that it'll buy. It's got multiple sets of the Left Behind series by Tim LaHaye, all about the rapture. But you can't get anything about metaphysics. You can get how to be a good Christian wife, but good luck trying to get the Hermetic principles. You can't, So I have to buy things, and I buy them through usually thrift books if I can. But it adds up pretty fast. So I decided to go ahead and swallow my pride and start a book fund through PayPal. But what I do is, after we cover the book, I raffle them off. I draw names. Anybody who donated,
donate to Helen, she'll get the book, and then you get put in the raffle drawing for the book which you've done.
Wendy, happy birthday! Happy birthday! I just turned 70 last month. It's a great age. It's a good age.
It was not singing.
It's a good age. It sounds scary because, I always thought of 70 as old. But all I can think of now is it's wise.
Susan will be 70 in September.
Who will?
Susan Ailes.
Yeah, we
70 in September. And John Burnside, our new guy, is 73. And Kyle, our other new guy, is 29.
What?
And,
I don't think he qualifies. Actually, I think it's lovely. There are not enough men that are involved in this whole realm.
Well, great, Wendy. I'm glad you actually said something.
Let's do
First
3.
Chat, but always watch. Yeah, girl, you got to talk to us when you're here. That's the fun part. Okay.
Come watch my channel and comment because I don't know how to do chats.
After the show, I will put Helen's link in the description box below, and you can go straight there and click on the link to the channel. You can like and subscribe. It's free and share. And if you want to donate for her book fund, you can make a donation to her book fund. And
I'm as good a businesswoman. I'm as good a businesswoman as Trump. I'm terrible. I always forget to tell people to subscribe.
She's actually much better than Trump.
Well, it wouldn't be hard. Okay, I'm working on this
Lou's
here.
Remedies, the melting pot tarot. Well, hello.
I like that too.
That's a brand new name.
Yeah, I like that.
That
Okay, birthday cards. Birthday cards for Wendy. Oh, this is good stuff. Okay. The Four of Joints. That's like the Four of Wands, right? So the Four of Wands is talking about institutions. You're an institution. Then we get the the Three of Pipes, which is kind of like the Three of Swords, right? And this can be sometimes a scary card because it can talk about really bad, bad things coming to a head. But it's actually also the card of healing. It's the card of moving forward and out of a bad situation and healing. So you're an institution, and whatever it is that you've been doing in your life, you've been on a path of healing. And finally, a statement on you for your birthday. You are the Queen of Bongs, which is the Queen of Cups. Somebody compassionate, loving, somebody with a lot more up her sleeve. You've got more work to do, to share, more good works to carry forward. So you're not done yet. Queen of Bongs. Is that the best ever?
People are starting to put in the chat now, hashtag free Sherry.
We need to know, Sherry. We need to know where we can put money in your commissary. Wendy, I'm going to pull you an artwork. You go.
And I do a to you for your birthday. It says, fuck, shit is about to get real. Fuck, you need your people around you. You found them. We're here.
That's hilarious.
Oh, and Jamie Sheridan's birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday, Jeremy. Jeremy, I'm sorry.
I'm going to do that again. Oh, remember we saw this earlier, Titian. Titian's famous for all the beautiful red color that he used in his paintings. And he did a lot of women with beautiful red hair. Go viral, not bacterial. A flattered client is a repeat client. Your personality can be as colorful as your canvas. So, the advice is it's just a number. don't let that hold you back because you've got to now be, mature. That's nonsense. And just remember that when it's talking about a flattered client is a repeat client, the way my grandmother used to put it is you get more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. So continue to be, no matter how hard it may be these days, and believe me, honey, I know, continue to be nice in little ways, the small choices you make all day, every day with the people around you. Big payoff. I mean, you be pragmatic about it. There's a big payoff to that kind of stuff. It's not much you have to always watch. That's so nice. Great. Yeah.
All right, let's see here. I got. Oh, and Pat just went and subscribed to your channel, Helen. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Lens. She has the most beautiful, soft voice, and she reads like poetry and children's book, like bedtime stories.
Oh.
And it's so soothing. I mean, you'll just go right to sleep.
Oh, I love that.
Her through I met Pat through Sonia and EQ from the Soul Sisters.
You know everybody, Sherry. It just is astounding.
Was through them, and
it's astounding.
And now Isaac and I do a show together twice a month, so which is fantastic. And Clarence is subscribed to you.
Oh, thank you, Clarence. I feel like, Clarence, you've commented on my channel once or twice. Am I imagining that? I think you have.
I'm sure he has. I mean, Clarence is everywhere.
Kind of like God.
T. Lynn says, did the full moon motivate all these newbies to come out of lurking mode? Yay!
Well, I think, Sherry, this kind of more relaxed environment, I think it convinces people maybe this is not so scary and serious.
Well, exactly. I mean, I didn't know Kevin Lewis's birthday was tomorrow. Or Monday, I should say Monday. And her
What is this? Okay, what is this? This is May. Is this Gemini?
Yeah.
So what is that about?
We're the twins.
Is that?
You get double trouble for us.
Or split personality. I don't
know. Two something for one or something like that. 2 days for one. What was that?
No, it's two. Something's in one.
2 something for one. Yeah. I don't remember the commercial now.
The Doublemint twins, right?
That's right. Amy Warrior Princess has a channel, so y'all check out her channel. And I'm gonna have to send Kevin and them an email tomorrow, Monday, and tell them happy birthday. Okay, Susan wanted a card. We're not technically doing readings because they take too long.
I'll just do one card.
And we just being fun tonight.
Okay, 2 of Swords. Some kind of choice coming up in your life, some sort of decision to be made. Can't tell you much more about it than that. The one card. But if you look at this card, you notice she's blindfolded, and I think that the implication there is to trust your gut, trust your instinct, rather than be real practical about it. Go with your gut. Let's see what your art card is. Oh, we just did that. I didn't shuffle them very well.
Well, while Helen shuffles, Susan, you think someone is lying.
Ooh.
They are.
Oh. Susan, this is very interesting. So I just pulled this one card for you, the 2 of Swords, about choices. And the advice was to not be practical, to trust your gut. So you get the art card Pete or Pit Mondrian. I always thought Mondrian's art was kind of stupid. I could do that. I'm just saying. I could draw rectangles and squares with the best of them. But wait till you hear what the message is. I think it fits in with this so well. Logic should come from the heart. True simplicity takes a lot of concentration. Find utopia in a straight line. So it's okay to use your common sense and it's okay to use your judgment. But ultimately, whatever this decision or choice or situation is, look within for the answer. Ultimately.
Cool. I like that. Okay. Next up, we've got Pat. Pat would like a card.
Oh, is this Pat?
Yep,
Oh,
Pat.
I know her channel. And I've listened. I subscribed a long time ago. I'm so bad with names that I didn't put two and two together.
Yeah.
But I recognize your little logo. And I love your channel. And you do have a lovely voice. And I love that you have such a unique, it's so unique, the theme of your channel. I love it. Okay, so let's see your cards.
Okay.
And I am already subscribed. Just want
And that's another thing, y'all. Be sure you go in and you check your subscriptions. Because YouTube's new algorithm has been booting people from their subscriptions like crazy. I was actually in the chat on a show that Marina was doing last week from Heart Center Tarot. Now, I've not only been subscribed to her channel forever, but I'm also a moderator on her channel, as well as a member on her channel. So I'm a paying member for her channel as well. And I was doing something, checking something in the chat, and I happened to look over and realized I wasn't subscribed to her channel. I was like,
Isn't that crazy?
how the hell can they kick me from being subscribed if I'm a paying member?
If you're a paying member, yeah.
It's like,
because it's all algorithms, it's all computers.
Be a member if you're not subscribed. So it doesn't make any sense. It's like, okay, whatever their new algorithm is, it is really screwed up.
Yeah. Periodically, just look at your subscriptions and make sure that all the people that you have subscribed to, you still are.
And that your settings are still set where you want them.
Yeah, because every once in a while I'll realize, oh, I haven't seen anything John has done lately. I'm talking Aquarian Diary. We're friends. I've had him on my channel umpteen times, and I'll realize, oh, is he okay? I haven't heard anything. And then I'll find all this stuff I've missed because I haven't been notified.
Yeah.
It's weird. Okay. Pat, right?
Pat, yes.
Okay. This is really interesting. Okay. I'll preface this by saying, sometimes when I read tarot cards, I read the traditional, conventional interpretation of the card, and sometimes I put them together and come up with something completely different. This is one of those times. So the art card you got is Sophie Calle, and I hope I'm pronouncing that properly. Sophie Calle. And look at what she's doing. She's asleep, right? Put on a good show for the surveillance cameras. Distance makes the heart break stronger. Invade neighboring states of privacy. Now, we're not going to talk about that yet because I want to show you your tarot card, the moon. Usually the moon would be interpreted as maybe deception or something hidden secrets or whatever. But the message that I got the minute I looked at these two cards together, you need to start keeping a dream diary if you aren't already, that there's message for you, there's information for you, there's communication for you in your dreams. And at the moment, you're not being open enough to them. So start cultivating that. Before you go to sleep at night, just resolve, I'm going to remember my dreams tonight. It's that, that will do it if there's an important message waiting to be heard for you. But I think that's what these cards are saying.
All right, Pat. It says, believe what you see. Face reality or live in fucking la la land. Choose bravely.
Oh my.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Hi, Magical Mermaid. I still got people coming in.
Wow.
Okay, Jamie.
Another birthday. Wow.
His birthday is tomorrow.
Okay.
So let's do a birthday card for Jamie.
Are you anticipating presents? I'm all about the presents.
Me? I'd rather have money.
Oh, no,
I'm broke.
I like wrapping paper and ribbon.
But I do have my Amazon wish list linked in the description box.
What is that?
You can always, you can link your wish list on Amazon, things you put on the list that you want to buy, but you're not buying it right now, so you can list like books or other odds and ends. I have like decks of cards in there and all kinds of stuff. I have some
like a baby shower registry or something.
Yeah,
like a registry. Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
You can go in when you're looking at stuff on Amazon. If you see something you want, but you don't have the money right now, you can put it on your wish list.
Mm-hmm.
And so it
and
store
people
that
buy it
in a list. And then when you get ready to buy it, you just have to go back to your wish list and see what it was you wanted to get instead of having to search for it all over again.
Jamie, this is for your birthday. Take some time tomorrow and just do a little trip down memory lane. Indulge in some nostalgia. Look at some pictures or videos. Reminisce about the past, because sometimes that can be hard, but there's value in it, and often it's a pleasant experience. You remember people fondly. But even if your first reaction is to say, oh God, let the past be past, there's value in reevaluating and looking back where you came from to where you are now. Let's pull you an art card here.
Okay. Oh. What the hell are you waiting for? Get that shit done. He says, if you were waiting for a sign, well, here it fucking is. Here's your sign. Go do it. Take care of it. Taking care of business.
Vincent Van Gogh. I'm glad we finally got him today. If committed, stay committed. Posthumous recognition requires a paper trail, which is interesting in light of getting the Six of Cups, which is all about, thinking of the past, and you want to leave something for people to remember. You want to look at what you have right now to think of from the past to remember, and leave something that people will remember you by. Oops, you don't want to look at the back of the card. Use the daylight to face the night. Isn't that beautiful?
Right.
And happy birthday, by the way. Have a piece of cake for me.
Happy birthday. Everybody who's got a birthday in the Gemini season. I gotta stand up a minute because my legs are like having a spasm.
I hate that.
Yeah, I have that restless leg syndrome.
Yeah.
And but I can't take the medicine for it because it knocks me out. Like within 30 minutes, I am like out cold.
What's that caused by?
Mine's caused from nerve damage from my spinal injury when I got hurt.
Oh,
and that's what, because I have permanent nerve damage in my neck, my shoulders, and my back. And so I have, I get like shooting pains in my legs, or sometimes it feels like everything's on fire and my legs are burning from the inside out, or my back is like that sometimes. They did neck surgery on me in 2011. They fused 4 vertebrae. And so I have a steel rod and screws that hold my head up. and that they hooked into the vertebrae in the back, and then in my lower back, um, the the very bottom vertebrae, just above the tailbone, and then the two above it, there's no discs left between them. It's all bone on bone.
Oh
So it's
God.
like when I walk or when I bend or anything, it's just
Yeah.
bone rubbing against bone.
Yeah.
And
Back injuries are just brutal.
they are. And hopefully I'm not flashing people. But every now and again
There's a little white thing there with
there's a
Jamie's.
little strip going across there kind of high thing. 'Cause I can fall out really
There's a
easy.
black box.
And I every now and again it's like the nerve endings just get, I don't know, inflamed,
Overexcited or
and
whatever. Yeah.
they'll start making my legs spasm, and then it makes them hurt, and it's like I have to get up and kind of, I don't know, move around. It's weird. Um,
Old age is not for the faint of heart,
yeah,
right?
it's getting old, man. What can I say? Okay, next up is Robin Smith.
Oh, an art oracle, a request for an art oracle. I'm
Alrighty.
excited. Oh boy.
Right. Bloodstone, huh? Magical mermaid. I think I have a bloodstone. Crystal, rock, whatever it is. I don't know. I
Ooh,
got a bag full
this is
of
a
them. I
good
don't know
one.
where they are.
This guy looks like a whole lot of fun at a party. Francisco Goya. And Goya's the one who did all the bloody paintings of war, people dying on the battlefield. This says, in case of emergency, locate your nearest exile. A good caricature is no exaggeration. Truth takes shape in the shadows. And the message in this is I think, fairly obvious. There's a constant struggle, between the truth and not the truth. There's a constant battle against darker forces. It's hard for me to come up with the terminology. I hate to use good and evil, but life is a struggle every single day. Every choice you make is do I do the right thing or do I do the easy thing? The right thing is always the hard one, isn't it? But Goya, his message from his artwork had everything to do with man's cruelty to man and the terrible things that people do to each other, nations do to each other in war. And you can tell that it affected his personality, because have you ever seen anybody look more glum? He does not look like fun at a party. But it's a good message for moving forward, we all share those struggles, but that's the purpose of life, is to make those choices.
Absolutely. Good night, Clarence. Have a good evening. Thanks for hanging with us.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll keep a seat warm for you in the hot place.
You got rebel or rebel, whichever way you want to say it. Either way works. Because fuck it.
That's what this guy was all about. That's what he was all about. Yeah.
I have a meme of Vivian Leigh as Scarlett O'Hara in the scene where she's laying in bed with her china coffee cup, laying back against the pillows, holding her coffee cup with that bitch face on that she was so good at pulling off. And the meme just says, underneath it, the meme says, because fuck it, that's why. I'm like, well, that so fits the look on her face for that one particular scene in the movie. I don't remember what else was going on, but I saw that meme and I thought, oh God, that's perfect.
That movie was 5 hours long and did not include the full book. She had other husbands and other children in the book. Yeah. It was a crazy book. It was so... it was like the original.
A husband and a child before the war even ended.
Mm-hmm.
And then she had another husband I think after that, before Rhett came and
Rhett. Yeah.
swept her off her feet,
Yeah,
So
I think it was a rich guy, right? I mean, a business guy.
yeah,
That book, I'm going to make a horrible confession here. When I was a kid, I loved that book. I had a good friend whose father went to college in North Carolina. Originally from the Pacific Northwest, interesting, but he went to college in North Carolina, and he really identified with that whole South Confederate thing. Now,
yeah.
problematic, but I was a kid, right? So he was always telling them stories about the Civil War and, romanticizing this nonsense. And she discovered the book Gone with the Wind, and she tried for about a year to get me to read it. But I resisted. I had no interest in war. I wasn't interested in the Civil War. I wasn't interested in romance. I had no interest. But one day I gave in and I read it, and I love that book so much. I read it every summer for, I don't know, 5 or 6 years when I was, middle
I
school
can't
age.
count how many times I've read that book. It's. I mean, they did a beautiful job of the movie. And
They
I
stayed
remember
pretty
going
true.
to the
Yeah.
theater with my mother
Yeah.
to
It was a
see it.
big deal, right?
And oh yeah, because we had to sit up in the balcony because the floor was full.
Yeah.
And I remember the one scene I remember more than anything else was the burning of Atlanta. Because
Yes.
it was, you're up
Yes.
in that, you're in that dark theater and you got that big screen and everything's on fire. And it was just, I remember just being fascinated with that. And didn't
As a
understand what the
kid,
hell was going on, but
yeah, as a kid, I did not understand. It did not give me the wrong message about enslavement and the South. It didn't do that. I didn't understand a lot of the nuance of things that were being portrayed in the movie. However, I can't I can't watch it or read it anymore. I find it so disturbing. That's good. That's a symptom of growth, personal growth. But it is kind of an interesting glimpse because if you remember, the book was written by a woman from the South, and the movie was made in the 30s. People were still, or I don't know how to put this because it's happening again, but they were overtly racist. And a lot of these stereotypes, nobody blinked an eye. Nobody thought anything of it at all. I don't remember anybody ever telling me, but yeah, the racism in that movie. Nobody ever talked about it.
oh yeah, I mean, it's when it's like I can look at it today and it's like Jesus, man. I mean, and they probably had it pretty accurate.
I think a lot of it. Well, here's an example. There's the scene where Melanie is having the baby, and simultaneously Atlanta's burning to the ground, right? And I don't remember if Scarlett is trying to escape with her in a wagon or get the dog. No, she's trying to escape with her
They're
in the
trying
back
to
of the.
get away.
Yeah, trying to get away,
Kristen,
and they go
Kristen to
over.
go get the doctor.
Right, and they go over the bridge, and there are former slaves that are living in like a tent city under the bridge, right? And one of them tries to pull her out of her wagon. Now we know what they were implying, right? When I saw that as a child, I just thought, oh, bad guys. It never occurred to me. I didn't make it a racial thing, and I didn't make it a sexual thing. I made it a
Just a good guy, bad guy thing.
guys,
Yeah.
yeah, guys under the bridge, and it's real scary. Yeah, yeah. Too bad that can't be used as a jumping off place now for a conversation. I doubt very much that happens in school. I doubt very much that children are exposed to these sorts of images and then given the
Yeah.
opportunity to talk about what they really mean. That would be very valuable.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's really appalling how poorly schools are run nowadays with all of these evangelical zealots that are, you know, taking control of the school boards and the curriculum, and it's like, you know, it's. I read an article last week. There is a woman in Texas, a Christian nationalist, right wing MAGA, you know, um, and she believed what she was being told by her preacher and by her local representative. You know, all these evil Democrats and what they're trying to do in the schools and all this indoctrination stuff. And they talked her into running for school board to get on the school board. And she ran on, I'm going to get in there and find all these stuff and clean it up and blah, 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 blah. Well, she wins the election. She gets in there and she proceeds to start having all of these files pulled going back years so that she could prove them doing all this stuff. And what she found was the exact opposite. And it was so glaringly obvious that they had all been lying to her and other people like her to make them think that Biden and the Democrats were doing these horrible things to indoctrinate their children. That it was so obvious, she said, that she couldn't help but to turn and walk away from it and say, and when she went public with the fact of what she found when she started pulling it up, she was shocked at the amount of people who just turned on her and just eviscerated her. It's like, yeah, welcome to our world. You know?
Well, it was a revelation for her to discover that this was all mind control.
And that was the biggest thing, that was the thing she was most upset about, was the fact that when she got in there and actually started looking at all the documentation, she was like, you know, within a day, it was so glaringly obvious that everything we had been told was an out and out lie and not the truth.
Good for her, you know, to be able to say that, for having the courage to come forward and say that can't be easy, you know, and she found out pretty quickly that it wasn't going to be easy, right? They turned on her, right?
Exactly.
It's just the lies.
We got 3 people left to go here.
Somebody wants those bad, nasty cards.
Teacher Barbara, are you still here?
Yes, she says, may I have a reading?
Okay, yeah, I just put her up. I just wanted to make sure she was still in the...
Oh, like present.
I saw her a minute ago.
Present, yeah.
Yeah. Teacher Barbara. Teacher Barbara. I'm a high school bell. Oh my goodness. If you've got a card for her, go ahead and read it.
I do. I was reading it. I've never.
Okay, she's here.
Oh, she's here?
Yeah.
Barbara, I got a guy called, I think it's AI Weiwei. I apologize. I don't know how to pronounce this, and I don't know if maybe it's the name. AI is a name, not initials, but there we have it. And I think he did art installations with stuff like bicycles, hanging them in shapes, making sculptures. So the advice is, when authority says to be quiet, get a loudspeaker. That would make a good tattoo. Art must fight for freedom, or the whole world is a prison. Some things are whole only when they shatter. It's almost kind of Buddhist. I like this a lot, and I like the advice on this a lot. So, you know.
You need some fucking yoga in your life. That's the card that came up. Ancient shit is cool.
What did I just say? It's like a Buddhist thing, right?
I know when you said that, and I looked down at the card and I went, Okay, well,
You can't make it up. We're not coordinating. We can hardly shuffle. I know.
we're on opposite sides of the country here.
I know. That's so hilarious.
I wee wee, Pat says.
Wee wee?
I wee wee.
I wee wee.
Pronounce it.
I get the impression from the picture there that he may have been a political prisoner or constrained by politics for his art. Here, let me see. I don't know why I think that. It just seems like he had big trouble with authorities. He got in trouble for his political stuff. He was interrogated. He was an activist. Oh, he was an activist. He did conceptual art. For his work, Fairy Tale, he flew 1,001 Chinese citizens to Germany's famous quinquennial Documenta art exhibit. For dropping a Han Dynasty urn, that's the name of some art thing, he did good on the title's promise in apparent protest against cultural repression. Oh, he actually did. I mean, it was the name of the, like he does, what's it called when you perform performance art, and he actually broke an antique urn as a statement against cultural repression when a Florida man staged an homage protest of his own, purposely dropping and shattering one of Ai's vases on display at a Miami museum. He was not flattered, and he offered the man no tips on resisting arrest. Oh, God.
That's
great.
Oh, I love it. Okay, Barbara, there you go.
Go break some art.
All right. And last but not least was our new guy, Kyle.
Kyle,
are you still here? Are you still hanging with us, darling?
well, I hope you're recording this, right?
Oh, yeah.
You can go back
We
and,
can go ahead and read it anyway, and
yeah,
you can always watch it, but
yeah.
Joe says it's after 2 a.m. Eastern, and you lunatics have been at this for 2 hours. My kind of people. Hi, all. We've been on for 2 hours and 12 minutes.
Okay, this is the last one. I promise.
This is the last card.
Okay.
So you just caught us, Joe.
Kyle, judgment. I think this says don't get on the scale. Judgment. Oh, we all know what that means. And then your card is somebody I've never heard of, and this is kind of a creepy card. Joseph Buse or Bies. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. That's a rat hanging behind him, by the way. And it's a rabbit, a dead rabbit. It says you also contribute, I don't know if I can even say this, to humanity's Gesamtkunstwerk. It's a German name. Make sure your rabies shots are up to date. Symbolism is just one ambulance ride away. All right. I'm going to have to go to the handbook. Go ahead, Sherry, while I look this up.
All right. I pulled. You are talented and fucking amazing.
Oh.
The world needs your power. Use your voice. Just don't use it for dumb shit.
I think you pulled Trump's card. Okay, we're going to talk about this art card a little bit. He claimed as a World War II fighter bomber, he crashed in the Crimean mountains where nomadic Tartars covered his freezing body in animal fat and felt. What would become his trademark materials in his artwork? Animal fat and felt. He made fabricating personal history into an art form. He believed each person is an artist, contributing to humanity's Gesamtkunstwerk. This is a German word that means the total work of art. So each of us is, our life's contribution is a work of art. His unorthodox approach to academics and shamanistic overtures won him a dismissal from his professorship and a punch in the face from a student. An ambulance was not called until 1974 when it took him to inhabit a room with a wild coyote for a piece of performance art that he did. So it was arranged for him to get picked up by an ambulance and taken to this room where there was a coyote. And the name of this performance was I Like America and America Likes Me.
Pat, it is never too late to have a croissant.
Who's having a croissant?
She said it's in this time of night too late to have a croissant.
No.
I said, no, it's never too late to have a croissant.
This time of night is the perfect time for carbohydrates. They don't count after midnight.
That's right. So eat two.
That was really fun. I hope everybody else had fun. I had a good time. Where else can you have this much fun this late?
I'm going to pull one for Helen and the collective.
Oh, thank you.
One of the nicer naughty cards. It just says, be here now.
Well, I am already.
And then it says, come on, inner peace. I don't have all day.
That's me trying to meditate, Cherry. That's what I'm like. It's like, okay, all right, now I'm going to relax. Okay, I'll pull a card for you here. Let's see what we can get.
Oh my God, Ramon, you're still here? Normally we don't run this long, but
he served his time in purgatory. Oh, the Three of Pentacles. Sherry, you're so good with working with other people cooperatively. It's a little statement on it's a gift. You're very good at it.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I like having other people with me when I come on, and it's just more fun. I mean, otherwise I'm doing this number within, 30 minutes because I bore myself.
Well, this is way fun. This is way fun for me because on my channel, I often rant and rave about a topic, and so I need a little lighthearted,
Yeah, this lets you just kind of blow it all off.
Have a good time. Yeah.
There you go. Well, thank you everybody for coming and hanging out with us for 2 hours and 17 minutes.
Medal of Honor.
Somebody just said something about angel numbers. Oh, at 222, angel number, make a wish. So everybody, in a couple of minutes, make your wish. And I'm not getting up and digging out my angel number deck. I have one, but it's somewhere over there on the other side of the screen.
The beauty of all of this is that I'm on the West Coast and it's not all that late.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's like 11:30 for Helen. So
sorry, everybody.
Morning here is 2:30 in the morning on the East Coast. So
so there's nobody on the East Coast. Yeah. Well.
But hey, y'all are night owls just like us. So
Well, if you're anywhere near Florida, you're
to come on with me one night in the next few weeks and come and hang out with us late night. That'll be fun.
Who's that?
Moon Scarab Ramon.
Oh yeah, I'd love to meet him. Yeah.
And so looking forward to that. And somebody else I was talking to the other day was like, oh, you do late night? Oh, can I come on? And I'm like, sure.
Marina's always on.
It's been on a couple of times.
Has she?
Usually if she's awake and in the mood, she'll be in the chat.
Oh yeah. I was on there with her. I can't remember. Duh. Yeah.
Having a senior moment, that's all.
Oh, it's that story in my life. So
yeah, exactly.
Okay, Sherry, you need to go to bed.
I need to go to bed. I'm losing
way past your bedtime.
And even as I get through here and I'll be wide awake again. So now I have to go walk around and bring myself back down.
Well, I need to go get my beauty sleep, you know.
Ellen, thank you for jumping in
Thank you.
and
No, oh, thank you.
me. This was a lot of fun.
I had a good time. I had a really good time. Thank you for letting me invite myself.
Anytime, I told you, anytime you want to join me, just say the word.
Well, I feel so left out on Fridays. I feel like I'm missing out on all the fun. Thank you for everybody who stuck around.
Absolutely. And yeah, that's what gets me more than anything else is y'all still here.
I can't believe it.
34 people in the room. It's like, wow.
Well, Sherry, though, put it in perspective. It was us or Trump. I mean, come on.
True. Very
Yeah.
true.
No.
So, thank you, Joe. There it is. Somebody said they wrote YouTube a letter. I don't remember now who it was.
Really? In your defense?
You do that to her. I'm like, oh my God.
That's great.
Taking people after this.
Oh, well. The sad thing is it's all computers. It's not even human beings.
Yeah, there's no people that see this stuff.
There's no people.
It's all of it goes into a computer base somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, y'all have a great night. Thank you very much. Thank
you, everybody.
And
sleep tight.
On June 1st, Helen will be back with me with Nath, the clairvoyant. So he will be on. And don't tell anybody, but we're going to do a surprise birthday party for him.
Yeah, don't tell him.
Yeah, don't tell him. So I
know he's not so excited.
So we're looking forward to it because his birthday was
the other day, the 18th. Yeah.
And, so we're going to surprise him. And so y'all be sure and you tune in on the 1st of June. That's next Saturday.
I don't know what day it is. Every day I have to look at the calendar, and sometimes I have to look at it every couple of hours because I'll think I know what I'm supposed to be doing, and then I'm like, wait a minute, did I have a thing today? Oh my God, what time is it? It's the saddest situation. All right.
I have everything set to alarms on my phone to go off and remind me.
That's a really good idea.
Yep. Otherwise, I'd be lost.
I know. I am lost.
Well, y'all have a great night.
Thank you, Sherry.
Thank you. Much
Thank
love
you, everybody.
Mwah.
Slungafoil.
Slunka.
Slancha.
Okay, I was close.